Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to day 8 of the 12 days of giveaways with yours truly. My name is Michelle, aka the Ignited Teacher. And what I do on this channel is I provide you with math tips, evidence-based math tips. And I look like I'm sweating, but I'm not. Evidence-based math tips that you can use in your classroom as early as the next day, because guess what? I've already used them. So these are the math tips that work for students who need gaps closed quickly. And I provide these to math teachers, math interventionists, and people who are looking to close gaps quickly so that they can see at least a year's growth at the end of the school year. Isn't that great? Yay! So we are on day 8 of the 12 days of giveaways. And if you are interested in participating in the next 3 days, because today is the fourth day, the next 3 days, you can look in the description of this live stream and click that link and get the next 3 days. Unfortunately, you can't go back and get the other days, but luckily for you, you can watch all of the tips that I have provided with these digital products that I have created. And if you would like to, you can always find these for purchase on my website. The 12 days of giveaway is my way of giving back to a profession that has given so much to me in the 26 years of my career. This is my second year doing this, and it is an honor to help my fellow math teachers, to support them in supporting their students and sharing the knowledge at the end of the school year to help them close those gaps, because I know that they're under pressure. I'm under pressure in the classroom, and I know that it's needed because the resources that are being given to a lot of teachers do not work, and they don't close gaps. And this idea of, yeah, the kids need to be on grade, yeah, you give them grade level content, but you know they're not on grade level, so you use things to close gaps. And this is what I'm doing for you all. So you're probably wondering, where is this taking place? Right here on my YouTube channel, right here. So you can go to my YouTube channel and subscribe if you want to become a member of my community. But for these 12 days of giveaway, you can watch all the past live streams. They have the days on there and everything that you need in the description of the live streams. Also, we have conversations going on in the post about each day, so you can participate in that as well. So, Are you ready to dive in to day 8? I have something really great. I love teaching fractions because fractions make sense to me. They just do. So today's giveaway is called Are You My Twin? I created this for my fourth graders, I think when I was teaching fourth grade in Louisiana. And the students, one of the misconceptions that students always have in with equivalent fractions is that it's a different fraction. It's not. It's the same fraction. So I created this activity, Are You My Twin? And that's what I'm giving away today. In this activity, I have the directions, I have recording sheets, and I also have decimals in here. But today we're just focusing on equivalent fractions. And they have all the cards. It's a real simple activity that you could use for guided practice in your lessons, or you can use it to practice in small group instruction. So here are the cards. These are just put on paper. If you wanted to keep them, you could print them out and put them on cardstock and laminate them for longevity. To save paper in the day and age of budget cuts, I put this in a sheet protector, and I'm going to use a dry erase marker. Real simple. So, what the goal of this activity is to first identify equivalent fractions and understand that the denominators do not have to be the same for them to be twins or them to be equivalent. So you want the students to understand that these are identical twins and they have to match not in numerator and denominator, but in how much is being covered. So, for example, you have these two, and I'm going to move this out of the way. You have these two. Could they be twins? Yes. Why? Because we have both regions, which are halves, are shaded. So this 3/6 represents 1/2, and this 3/6 represent 1/2. They both represent 1/2. But what you want the students to understand is that 1/2 and 1/2, and transitioning them to understanding the numerator represents how many, not how many parts, because this is not a part to whole relationship. If you're on my email list for the 12 days of giveaway, I have a workshop that I did a while back that talks about where I talk about equivalent fractions, in that this is a part of a set. So we have 2 squares in each set. One set is shaded blue, and we have 2 sets in all. That's how you move those students from part to whole to part of a set. Same thing here. How many sets of 3 do we have? We have 3 in each group. One, which is the numerator, is shaded yellow, and we have 2 groups or 2 sets of 3. That's an equivalent fraction, which it goes from part of a whole to part of a set. And this is how you transition your students into simplifying fractions for fourth grade, because simplifying fractions is not a part to whole relationship. It's also a part of a set relationship. Part of a set, part of a set. So let me go ahead and get into this. So your recording sheet will look like this. So if they found these two, oh, this is 1/2. So you would have 1/2 and the same as 3/6. And then they would take these two, 1/2 is the same as 2/4. So they can start to see the equivalence. So then you can move on to something harder, which is this. The students have to first identify the denominator. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 parts. And how many are shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, on here, we know it's not a half because a half has to have 2 parts and one set is going to be shaded. 3/6 we know is the same as 1/2. 2/4 is the same as 1/2. Now let's look at 2/3. Can it be 2/3? Let's look at this. Let's analyze it. Now, how many are in each group? I have 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so 2 sets with 2 in each set is shaded red. But how many sets do I have? 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 sets. But how many did I begin with? I began with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it matches 4, 6, but 4, 6 is the same as 2/3. So that's what you're looking at when you have students. That's the thinking that you're looking for. It starts with part of a whole, part to whole. I was going to put to whole, then part of a set. That's what you're looking for. I had another one. And I know on like these different standardized tests, they'll have different ones too. So if you do this enough, the student should be able to say, oh, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 parts, and if you have taught them your denominator represents how many you have in all, I have 9 parts and I have 6 shaded. So this fraction represents 6/9. Now, I have 3 here, 3 here, 3 here. 1, 2, 3. How many sets of 3 do I have? I have 3 sets. How many are shaded? 2 sets are shaded. So you know that 6/9 is equivalent to 2/3, or 2/3 is equivalent. So part of a set, part to whole. That's the thinking that you want if you're going to use this. And this is something that you could teach whole group. Like I said, after your initial instruction or your tier 1 instruction, you can also use this in small group. So, I'm sweating. So, that's Are You My Twin? And if you're watching this, definitely, and you're not comfortable, I lost my train of thought. If you're not comfortable teaching this and you need more support, I would highly encourage you to check out my fraction strategies for struggling learners. So that's day 8 for you all. And like I said, if you want to be a part of the next and last 3 days of the 12 days of giveaway, look for the link to this webpage and you can get on the email list and become a part of my community and get the daily emails. So, let me move myself over here. I don't think I can. Let me see what's on day 10 is the algebra bundle. Oh, that's fun. And then day 11, response to intervention. I'm going to teach you how I use these tier 2 data tracking forms. And then day 12 is the grand finale. And you don't want to miss that because that is something that I'm giving away that will be useful, especially if you are a math interventionist or a math teacher that is struggling with tier 2 intervention. So, thank you all. Let me go back. Thank you all for showing up and being a part of my community. This is day 8, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 9.